Hi everyone, it's Mike. I just thought I'd do a video for you today on making a hobo stove. Now, you might be rich, you might be poor. You might have a really large budget, you might have a really small budget. This stove's for everyone. It's a wood burning stove that's going to cost you effectively nothing because you'll have the tin anyway. So, let's get started. Now, the tins I used, this was a baked bean tin, and I get the tins with the ring pull so that it gives you a doubled over rim at the top and also no sharp edges on the top. Now, I usually use a bigger can than this, but any size can really, as long as it's about, well, this size upwards will work. So let's get on with it. Now, you don't need any complicated tools, so this hacksaw, we don't actually need a saw. All I've found I need is my Victorinox and a can opener type thing, which you will see what I use that for in a minute. So what I'll do is I'm going to take my scissors and my Victorinox, and I'm going to decide how big I want the hole where we put the fuel in when the pot's actually on top. You don't want it too big because then it's going to open up the whole, well, half of the can, and it looks stupid and won't work very well. But you don't want it too small that it's restricting you putting your fuel in and you burn yourself when doing so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an incision in the top and just get in there. Yep, there we go. Just 1 minute. And we need to basically cut the hole to start off with, going about halfway down, I would say. And then putting up to the top like this. Now what that does is that leaves us with a hole like that. What I'm going to do now is just widen the hole and neaten the cuts up, but it's best to do this once you've actually made your first cut. And then just keep going. The hardest bit is obviously the top bit. keep cutting away. So guys, it's not the straightest thing, but as I say, you can do it better than me. What you could also do is cut a bit in there and fold it in to reduce the actual, you know, sharpness of this. But what I'm going to do is just get the file on the Victorinox and file it. You have to watch yourself obviously, because I've managed to cut myself a little bit, but no matter. So what I'll do is just get the file out on the Victorinox and file all these edges down. Sorry about the horrible noise, guys. So that'll out there. That'll do for me, you know, I'm not keeping this one anyway. Now what we do is take this little can opener type device and we're going to create some air holes for the floor underneath, and what it does is you literally clip it on like that and it pushes in like that. So I want to do a hole like this every so often around the side if I can. Like this. Now what I tend to do is flatten all the metal down inside the can to make sure it's not sticking up, and then push the can out again so that it is looking normal, being careful obviously not to cut yourself again. And that is pretty much it. Now this isn't, you know, a perfect model, obviously this is a quick demonstration of how I actually would make the hobo stove, but what I think we should do now, guys, is we should test it, so stay tuned, guys. So everyone, what I've done is I've just got myself one of my natural firelighters, natural barbecue firelighters that you can buy from any supermarket here in the UK. So this is an old fire steel, but see if I can, there we go. and that's now in there starting to burn. So the fuel you burn with these stoves, just put that round there so you can see it, is twigs. So obviously it's readily available for you, and all you need to do is start to run the sticks in like this. Obviously you can use the feeding hole, but usually when you're starting the fire you just go for the top like this. These were literally just picked off a tree. Usually at the bottom of trees they'll have dead wood, dead little twigs and stuff like that. They've been 1 year's growth and then they die. You usually have new ones coming off them as well. But what we now do is we now see if we can just, there we go. So obviously it does smoke, but it's not smoking awfully bad. You can see this. And the fact that it's all coming out the front is okay, you know. With a bigger can it tends to stay more inside because of the way it works, but what I'll do is I'll boil this water and then I'll bring you back when we're boiling. So guys, if you look at this, it is completely boiling. It's a brilliant result, and it's only been about 5 minutes and we haven't even used all our fuel. So guys, it doesn't always need constant feeding, but if it does die out, what you do is you break up some of these small sticks, just put them in there. And then you can afford to break a fair bit of fuel up as long as it's small. I try and make it so that it actually fits all the way into the burner hole. You can have it sticking out and then burn the bits that actually fall down. But what I tend to do is put a load in here now. This, and then as we made the holes at the bottom, oops, now that you made that fall in, we the extra little bit of oxygen, and off we go again. And then just can keep feeding it and gradually get on to bigger stuff like this. Just break it up small, put it in, snap it again, put it in there, one more, snap it in half again, stock it up with a small fuel, look on its way with the oxygen sometimes, have your brew or your food heated up in no time at all. So, this is a perfect stove for a beginner. These are my reasons why. 1, you make it yourself, it costs you nothing. 2, if you make it in a little bit of a bigger can, you can then take a smaller can like this, put a bit of wire on the top, get 2 nails that can go through holes in the top of here, and make a nesting kit. And inside that smaller can you can put your tinder, your fire kit and your nails, obviously, and then that can all go in a little drawstring pouch that's probably cost you, all in all, maybe about £2.50 or something like that. Stupid amount of money to make a full mess kit so that you can get out in the woods and make food. Also, it's just a great little stove to try out, and it works very, very well. Now, if you take that off like that, as you can see, it gives out a nice amount of light and heat, so you can warm yourself up off it. And when you're not cooking, you can just chuck wood in the top and burn it to give you a nice amount of heat or light or whatever you need. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see me make a mess kit out of this, if you're a beginner or anything like that, please comment and I will do my best to make a good mess kit for you, to give you some ideas. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. I'll see you on the next video.